Hello Cap. Nice to see you again. Don't forget to start the A cars.
Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Tommy here on Discord with me. I'm slightly late, so I just spawned in. I'm just quickly having a look around. Big clouds over here, man. Yeah. Morning, Geert. Morning, Neil on stream there. Gentlemen, hope you're going to enjoy today's flight. We are looking at a shortish flight. I need to take my daughter to a birthday party apparently, so it actually kind of works out that the flight is a bit short. If you guys want to replicate it, I warned the guys upstairs, but I'll quickly show you guys. This is the similar kind of a situation we have in today's flight that we had flying into Lisbon. So you guys need to be careful. There is an overlap, and if you don't sort out that overlap in the finals with your stepping through the legs page, you're going to get to that VOR and the aircraft's going to turn around to try and fly the rest of it. So we'll take care of that when we get there. In the interim, for those of you that don't know about this yet, I just want to show you Antonio's little plug-in. Magic. I was watching it do its thing just now. There you go. This little Python script that Antonio wrote for us literally goes and fetches your FMS plan file as well as your XML file, and it does all the renaming and everything for you. Let me show you, where is that display capture? Hey. So you literally don't even have to come to this folder anymore. It just does everything for you. This is so brilliant. Thank you, Antonio, again. Gents, if you want it, it's on our Discord. He has not released it officially. It's not on the org forum yet. Okay, so you have to get it through the Discord here. But what a brilliant little program. Saves a lot of time and hassle, huh? It's raining. Lekker. Enjoy, Scotsman. So, I need to quickly finish setting up. I mean, I literally spawned in just now. Let me get my A cars going, do my thingamading here with Iveo. We've got quite a few guys flying with us today. I'm rather impressed, eh? Woo, bless you too, sir. Bless you too. 31. Flight level 310. Tommy, what flight level did you get? 310?
310, sir.
Excellent.
310 here also, yeah.
Excellent, Peter. Welcome.
Morning, morning.
Morning, Nico.
Morning, Hendrik. Okay, let's go online, see who's here, who's not here.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix VA Flight, landing of runway V6, takeoff.
I think we need to take a screenshot at least. Right, let's get going. Right, I just had to start my SDKP on the backside to get my OFP and everything where I usually use it. So let's get going. Nature Cyber, good morning.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix VA, is Zibo, runway 36 left.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 356, taxiing runway 36 left.
What will your cruise altitude be?
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 04, line up, takeoff,
310.
36 left.
Sounds like everybody's got 310 more.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 04, push and start from stand, Tango 10.
Okay. Geert, yes I am. I tried to understand what Zibo was trying to tell me about it last night, but I admit I don't know.
049 at stand 5.
I've got no clue what he really means. I asked him if it's similar to the IXEG, and he says to me he doesn't have the IXEG, so he can't say, he doesn't know. So it sounds very similar to what they have, and I'm just going to give it a bash and see. You know, we're going to learn together today. And apparently, I asked him, why did he do it? He said it's in lieu of something he needs to change. But he also didn't tell me what. So it's a bit of a lucky packet today, you know. I'm going to see what we get. So while we're talking about it, let me quickly show you guys under hardware. What did he call it again? Let me just get there. Zink hardware throttle. There, that one. So you see I've got it on. So it's funny. I was expecting it at the end of the page. You know, it's a new edition. I read through this page 5 times. And then I said, no, now I need to read through it. Yeah, I had to read slowly, and then I found it. There it is. So I switched it on. We'll see what happens when we get there. Eh? Wow, it's really dark in this cockpit now. Yeah.
Ground flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Gents, while I'm thinking of it, I've spent 2 weeks now having to redo twice, and the third time I got lucky. It seems to have worked. I made all the raw video and stuff for the basic entry-level training just to get the new pilots into the Zibo. Let me just make this a bit softer on the ear. You guys can't even hear it. I muted the radio because it's so loud. Anyway, I've got the Zibo and the PMDG that I did the same flight with, talking through the basic setup from the beginning to the end, okay? And as soon as I've got the time, because I was heck busy in the week here now with work, I'll compile it and then I'll release it to you guys. And then obviously it's an entry level kind of a thing. I don't go into much detail, but it's enough to teach somebody, you know, to use both the Zibo and the PMDG to just do a normal flight, okay? So when it's ready, I'll let you guys know.
Barajas traffic, Ryanair 5, Delta 10, Tango 13 West, back
British traffic, Skymatix 04, taxi to runway.
Morning, Christer, and thank you. Thanks for joining us. Tix 202. Why am I doing that? I'm reading off the chart. That's the approach course. Can you believe it? I'm typing what I'm reading.
Madrid, ground Skymatix VA Flight, taxi to runway 36 left via Echo Bravo, Mike and Zulu, Skymatix VA Flight.
Madrid traffic, Velo Patriot, runway 32 left located and taxiing to Terminal 1 via Alpha to the south.
Alright, there you can clearly see we have a mistake or two there. So how are we going to look at this then? Let's do this. Z10 and then CF 20 Zulu. CF20 Zulu. I'm going to grab it already by the ears and then we're going to go.
You share screen in Discord, Nico.
Yeah. Thank you for asking. I forgot. You know. So we need to get rid of Juliet Romeo Zulu. Let me just quickly get that other thing out of the way. Oh, come on. There you go. So we need to get rid of the Jerez VOR so that it doesn't have those loops in it. So I'm going to lift CF and overwrite the Jerez one. Let's see. Z10 CF02. Yes.
Yeah, I did the same.
Yeah, and that's how we solve that problem. And that's a very valuable lesson, guys. Always step through. No matter how good you are, how many millions of flights you've done, one silly mistake like that makes the aircraft turn around and go back. 023. Okay, that's a good estimate.
Traffic, Skymatix 0355, pushing back stand 550.
Right, reserves.
Ready for pre-flight procedure. Trim up.
Lena, you are a bit slow, my dear, so I'm just going to do everything quickly so we can get going. Otherwise, we're going to be the last guy leaving again. Right. This is excessively dark this morning with all these clouds. Oh my goodness. I can't wait until Laminar fixes this nonsense.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix VA Flight at holding point Zulu, runway 36 left, cleared for takeoff, Skymatix VA Flight.
Right, I'm starting my APU, gents. I'll be out of here in a minute or three. Doors are not open.
Ground to cockpit. So is driving up.
Captain has come with fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt.
A lot of Texas this morning.
Yeah, I love it, eh?
Yeah, it's great.
Closed and all passengers are seated.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 078, push and start.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
So, let's talk about this throttle story, which I still don't fully understand. We're going to learn together.
So, connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Skymatix 04, line up and wait.
Before start procedure complete.
Skymatix 001, push and start gate 583. I have a habit that I set my throttles at between 58 or about 60% in one, and then I leave it there for the whole flight, because then the Zibo code handles the auto throttle, and I don't mind. And when I come into land, there's sufficient travel on those throttles to give me my reverse thrusters and all. So it comes from habit. And I'm going to do the same, and let's see what happens then. And then when we're going to look at how it catches up and things like that.
Tango Bravo departure, passing 5,000 feet, Skymatix VA Flight.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Skymatix 06 on Victor Tango Bravo to November departure, passing flight level 130.
25 N2.
Madrid traffic,
Starter
Skymatix
cutout.
04, takeoff runway 36 left.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
What a push, hey Tommy?
25 N2.
Yes, that was a long one. Because of the fence.
Mm. Man, I haven't seen so many Tixes at once at one place, and so many have gone already. It's so amazing.
Yes, really.
Operation complete, set parking brake. Disconnecting tow, standby.
Barajas traffic, Skymatix 0355, taxiing to runway 36 left over Echo Bravo 2, Mike 23, Bravo 2 and Zulu 1.
Starter cutout.
Excellent, Jean-Pierre. Welcome, man. I hope there's going to be millions more.
Flaps 5.
Tow is disconnected and bypass screen has been removed. Hands in along the right. See you next time. Buen vuelo.
Flaps 5 set. Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Probe heat.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 778, taxiing to holding
Anti-ice.
point runway 36 left.
Wing anti-ice off. Engine anti-ice off. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous.
Skymatix 049 passing flight level 160, climbing to flight level 310, Skymatix 049.
Checked. Auto brake. Rejected takeoff. Engine start levers. Flight control.
I checked it already.
Checked. Flaps. Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Ground equipment. Clear.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix VA 78, lining up.
Before taxi checklist
runway
complete.
36 left.
Ready for taxi.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 001, taxi holding point, runway. That's a good one. I don't know. Go back.
36 left.
36 left, Skymatix 001. Thank you, guys. Yeah, in the heat of the moment, it just slipped my mind. I didn't have the chart open, you see. Bad form. Bad.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff. knots.
Oh, you're talking nonsense.
Yeah, where's that coming from, the 60 knots?
I don't know. We had it in one of the test models, and I don't know if they can flick something or change something on the server.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 078, taking off runway 36 left.
You know, yeah, it is. And I've reported it. They fixed it in the test version, but now it seems to have crept into this one, this version, which is why I'm thinking there might be a server link somewhere. I must actually tell you, Janie, about it, because it's weird, man.
So we got.
Enjoy. I presume that's Antonio next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you wanna go?
No, you're way ahead of me. I'm willingly in line.
Approaching 36 left. Approaching 36 left.
Just shout Toga so I know when to press my button to time the 3 minutes, please.
Moderate 5 Hotel Delta behind. That's fine.
And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, Hendrik?
It's like a virus.
Yeah. Bunch of ticks crawling up the dog's tail, yeah.
The pain is going to be fixed.
Yeah.
Did you see the waypoint somewhere up in Scandinavia that's also called Tixt?
Hmm.
What is that Ryanair doing? Come on.
What Ryanair where?
I see one on the runway.
Yeah, that's Antonio. He's waiting for the traffic to clear so he can go. He needs 3 minutes, remember?
Yeah, I know. Why is it Ryanair, not 6? Just kidding.
Oh, is that what you're asking? No, I don't know. I think we need to take him one side and, you know, I heard taking someone into a cold, dark room with a little piece of a hose pipe, you know, helps people to make up their mind very quickly.
We have to have a private conversation with them.
yes. Hey, Antonio.
Going now, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. No, I'm not pushing you. We're making fun of you. Yeah, we're joking with you.
Okay.
We're not pushing you, but...
Madrid traffic, right?
It's going to be a better pushback, Antonio.
Yeah. Just shout Toga when you're ready, Antonio.
Dude, I brought some extra fuel and coffee.
There he goes. Madrid traffic, Skymatix 001, lining up runway 36 left and hold.
Approaching 36 left.
The nice thing about Madrid, if you guys fly according to the actual SOP, or real world SOP for that matter, you cannot land on runway 36 left and right. It's only for takeoff, so we can taxi into position and hold as long as, you know, we need to, and we don't hold up other traffic and stuff. So remember, our normal hold is about 3 minutes in between takeoffs. So that's not a problem. Then the guys landing will take 3-2 left and right at this time, and we're all okay. Very nice. Now that's one thing.
Traffic Skymatic 465, taxiing to runway 36 left by Bravo 2, Zulu 1, Madrid traffic.
That's one thing that somebody is not intelligent enough with yet. You need to specify your runways when you come here, because you're not allowed to fly over the terminals, the terminal buildings, and unfortunately somebody doesn't know that. So it will give you a landing runway for takeoff or vice versa. So you guys must just, you know, be aware of it.
Traffic, Skymatix 0355, following company traffic, runway 36 left.
On runway 36 left. On runway 36 left.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Flaps 5 set, green light, detent. Stabilizer trim. 5 units set.
Here's my 3 minutes, so I'm gonna eat Toga just now.
Transponder.
Happy flying.
Thank you, you too.
Set. Before takeoff checklist complete. I am ready for takeoff. Stabilized.
Okay, so there's my normal 60% roundabout, right? Right, now, for those of you that don't know, this is an option in the EFB. Those little blue triangles, that is my actual throttle position. Okay, so we're going to check that in relation to the engine and throttle usage now, okay?
Set time.
Yeah, as far as I understand it, so if your throttle is on N1 later on, it will not react on your physical.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is there is already such a setting that you can set, you know, to prevent, the throttles from actually listening to your throttle. So I'm not entirely sure what this is about. He just said it's in lieu of and something else that is changing. So, we'll have to see.
They were listening. So if you changed it and you're coming from 0, the takeoff first, I will explain later on.
Yeah. The thing is, your throttles in the real aircraft is supposed to listen to you when you are in arm mode. When your FMA there says arm, you should be able to move it any which way you want. But when it's on anything green, you should not be. You see, look there, it says now arm. Okay? So, I don't know, man. This is foreign to me.
Acceleration altitude.
You see, it's now in arm mode. Oh, you see what happened?
Not yet. One second.
No, I'm not sure if I'm right. But when I pushed my throttles forward to actually go to where my N1 is, it went off arm and it went back to N1. So in other words, he's now asking us to follow what is displayed. That's what he's doing. So, because it went into arm mode, and then I moved it forward until I touched, the yellow Y. You see, it's got, yeah.
And what it was doing before, so if you put it back all the way to 0 and start to 40%, it would react because, and then go on the auto throttle back to 90% again. But it would influence your throttle momentarily. So it would listen to the physical position of your throttle.
But if you had the correct settings in the EFB, it shouldn't. Mine never listens to it, ever. If you have the correct noise set or the automatic throttle lock enabled, mine never did. Hendrik, did you have that on yours?
Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Okay. That's weird.
And I have the noise and all the stuff set.
Yeah.
I also have set that to disarm the auto throttle, because otherwise you cannot do it.
That's why. Yeah, it's because you switched off that thing. So, look, in the real world, if you do an aborted takeoff, the first thing the pilot does is he presses that button, which is your auto throttle off. Okay? And then he pulls it back. But it's all on one hand. In the sim, it's a little bit difficult to get to everything unless you have it all on one hand. Now, I happen to have it, at my hand, so I can press the same button and get rid of it. Yeah. But
the reaction should be, if I read correctly, that if you pull down the throttles, then the auto throttle should automatically disbehave in startup. Disengage.
Yeah, it won't if you have the lock throttle enabled. That's what I'm getting at. And in the real aircraft, you won't be able to get anything from it anyway until you press that button to switch it off. But there's something brewing that we just don't know. I don't mind moving my throttles forward, to match it and then get it to go there. But I think we're going to confuse a lot of flight simmers with this, because that's not how we are used to. In the IXEG, it was so from the beginning. So we were kind of conditioned to actually do this. They've got little ghost bars appearing, simulating your throttle levers, and you have to move it to match. This is interesting. For me, this is weird, but I'll get used to it, I suppose.
I'll try to show you later on, but I have to line up first.
Yeah.
Skymatix 0355 lining up, runway 36 left.
Approaching transition.
Cavo K, I'll tell you the secret now.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 465. Yeah. Taxing to runway 36 left 5, Bravo 2, Zulu 1, Madrid traffic.
Reggie's talking in the background. He completely messed up RT there. Anyway, okay. No, the thing that we're toying with in the background is Xenviro. I'm using a beta version of Xenviro, okay? And there are certain things that the developer is trying, and that is influencing the display inside the cockpit. At this point in time, my honest opinion is that the cockpit is way too dark. It's incredibly dark. You know, it's useless like this. Until you zoom in, the way that Laminar simulates or tries to simulate the iris movement in your eye is wonky. It's not real. They say it's real and they talk about first principles and all these things, but in reality, on screen, it's not nice. Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to find a better balance between looking outside and looking inside. Okay, and hopefully, you know, the developer can come up with a solution to make it a little bit better. You know, so this is a beta version, a brand spanking new version of Xenviro. I've never flown with it before, first time this morning. So it looks cool, but one of those things, you know, it's just very dark. Other than that, no difference here. Jean-Pierre, what you need to do is you need to either be on Discord or you need to stop the audio on YouTube. You might also have 2 YouTubes running, so just check. You're supposed to have one YouTube running, and then you decide where you want the audio to come from, either Discord, and I don't see you in Discord, so I presume you have 2 instances of YouTube running. And then obviously remember, we have ATC playing in the background, plus the guys on Discord are talking, so it can be a little bit confusing why it's imperative to have only one source of audio.
Okay.
Enjoy. So for the guys that are running version 1.29 of Xenviro, one of the things you'll see there's a very bright band. It's like the outside is overexposed. One of the guys on the stream said it to me last time as well. You can see it. It's very overexposed, which means that some of the clouds are invisible because it's just too bright. It blinds you. I mean, look at that. You see, there's still room for improvement. You see, and then unless you zoom in to break this fallacy about the eyes and the iris, you don't really see the clouds. You know, if the sun reflection is in the wrong place. So these are all things that the guys are busy working on. Zibo has worked on the F-mod to fix the marker sound, okay? But other than that, there's been no real change in the F-mod. Remember, AudioBird left the team many years ago already, and since then, the F-mod is basically stagnant. It is what it is, and there's no real progress in it. So it is going to be a very similar F-mod that you get in X-Plane 12, eh? So I'm not sure about that plugin that you're talking about, but I presume it's going to have the same effect.
0355 on flight level seat on the departure. Say correctly, the Victor Tango Bravo 6 select departure.
Also, okay, before I forget, one of the interesting things that happened to me is I was forced due to lack of stock in South Africa. I could not get an NVIDIA card when I bought my PC, believe it or not. There was just no stock. And the sad thing, the absolutely sad thing is the useless salesperson, and this might sound now bad for me saying it, but the useless salesperson that sold me the components never told me wait 3 days, because literally 3 days after I got my machine, the freaking stock came in and it was readily available. I could have gotten myself a 4070, no problem. But at the time, those 3 days made the difference. I got stuck with an AMD graphics card, and I promise you, the way that AMD displays, and the color depth and the color quality and things is totally different than NVIDIA. It took me a good few days to get used to the way that the AMD displays compared to the NVIDIA, and maybe one day I'll go back to NVIDIA, but at this point in time I've got other things to do with my money. We had to go yesterday and buy a water pump for the JoJo tanks, for instance. All these small little things happen because you wake up in the morning and there's just no water, and then you've just got the tank and you need to get the water out the tank. So what do? Gravity feed takes too long. So things like that happen. So one day when everything is settled, I'll go get my NVIDIA card back. There you go, JP. Aha, I just noticed that you're sitting upstairs. I was looking in my channel. I see you are upstairs. Yeah.
Madrid traffic, Skymatix 465, lining up runway 36 left.
Yeah, I've got the what do they call it? The RX 6700 XT. It's a 12 gigabyte VRAM card. It's not bad, but you can't play Explain 11 with it. It's now dead. So I removed my Explain 11, unfortunately, from my machine, and I almost cried when I had to do that. I didn't want to do that, but if you do not enable the Zink in Explain 12, it's the same story. You get like 19, 20 FPS. It's useless. You can't use it. And I mean, if it wasn't for Zink, honestly, I would have been stuck. You pay all that money for this fancy new computer and you can't use the system you want, the sim you want, No, I'm living in town, in a suburb, and in a security complex, actually, behind electric fencing, and I think we're about 50 units in this complex. But for some reason, Rand Water did not give me ample warning. I mean, most of us didn't know. I don't think anybody in our complex knew that they were going to work on the water for the Johannesburg area and one of the dams, the Takeoff dams where we get our water from. And they switched it off like 2 days before, 9 p.m. They switched it off. We were obviously still getting water and nobody knew what happened. And the next moment, you wake up in the morning and then there's no water, and the scheduled maintenance was supposed to end at 4 a.m. yesterday morning, and it didn't. We got our water back, I hope I'm not lying, I think it was about 6:30 p.m. or 7 p.m. last night we got our water back. In the interim, I've got 2 JoJo tanks outside. I've got 2 times 2,400 litre tanks, and the previous time we were off for like 4 days, and that's why we got the tanks.
1,000 to level off.
You can live without electricity. I mean, right now the load shedding is minimal, but there were times we were doing 13 hours a day, between 11 and 13 hours a day, load shedding, no electricity.
465, departing runway 36 left.
And I learned one thing: you can go without electricity, but you can't go without water. So that's why I got the tanks. I'm almost at cruise altitude, gents. It's gonna level off in 5 seconds. There we go. I've got 116 nautical miles for top of descent. Right, let's start setting up in a cost. One 021, that's still the same. Okay, not much. 1.3, so we need to take off, so that's it. Right, so we're going to descend to 2000. We have 337 as our decision altitude minimums. Okay, approach course 202. Just put a break 3 while I'm thinking of it, and 2000, eh? Double sure, make double sure, whoopsie, 2000, that was fast. Okay. One 021, it's fine, and decision altitude 337. Righto. One 089. Here we go. There is top of descent on the India already. A nice, quick and easy flight. Linda looks bored already. I might have spoken with my mic muted. If you did hear it, forgive me. Jean-Pierre? No, it's not working. No, it's not working at all. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There is an active ticket out, an active with laminar. I spoke to Ben via text about it, so he's personally aware of it. And I've got the XPD number. They said they're looking into it. So basically what happens is it will work, or it won't work, and then all of a sudden it will write a 0 size file. The moment you get that 0 size file, you crash to desktop, or what it does is it writes in an older format, and then the new system in X-Plane 12 can't read it. So why on earth an X-Plane 12 system would write in an X-Plane 11 format or whatever format it does, no one knows, but that's in Laminar's hands. So I've got the XPD number, and when we see that in the fix notes, we'll obviously go test it again and see that it works, and then we can get the autosave to work. You can try use the manual save, but it doesn't save everything, and it's more of a hassle than a good thing. But while we're talking, JP, did you check your log file, what it was that bombed you out? It would be interesting to know if we could maybe fix it for you, you know? Of course, we all have the same sentiment, but it's unfortunately what it is. Let me see if I can get that XPD number. I'll put it here in the stream if I can quickly find it, and then we can all keep a keen eye on it. There we go. Got it. Put it here. So you guys can make a note somewhere and keep a watchful eye on the explain fixes as they come out. If you see that XPD 14529, you know that Laminar worked on it. And then we'll start testing the save function again and see what happens. Hopefully they fix it, once and for all.
Takeoff was great. We will see your landing.
How's your weather, Nico? Because it's raining with me.
No, I don't have rain here where I'm at.
You're a little bit higher than
Rain anymore, yeah. But I did use it to have it also, yeah.
That lady's awesome, man. I hope that's how you pronounce it. That's how reliable. Somewhere in the back of my mind it says it should sound like that, but I'm not sure.
Approach top of descent.
Descent procedure.
Descent procedure. Descent procedure complete.
Thank you.
Ready for descent checklist.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Recall. Auto brake. Landing data. Reference 147.
Ooh, JP. Yeah. That's not good. So man, good luck solving that one.
336 set. Approach briefing. Descent checklist complete.
I've started my descent, gentlemen.
Skymatix, get us the
traffic, Skymatix expected ILS on 20.
Nico, does Jerez actually has place for all those taxis?
I don't know, it's a very small airport. I don't know, we're gonna make a plan, man. We'll pretend we're a taxi rank here in Joburg. We'll just worm everybody into that sausage machine. You know.
We'll always stay at the taxi.
Yep. Kavaka, yes, I like her. When I do my test flying, I don't have her, but believe it or not, she's now available in the PMDG as well. So it doesn't matter where I go, I take her with me. And I like flying with her. She doesn't do everything. You know, I don't run the full script, in other words. So there's a lot of things that she doesn't do for me that she can actually do. But it's because I don't ask her to do it, then she doesn't do it. So... yeah, I ask her to do what I need her to do, and the rest I do myself, and she works wonderfully. I really like her. Gents, I'll be back in 3-4 minutes. I just quickly need to run downstairs. I'll be back now.
Hey, Nico.
There is traffic, Skymatix 04, established ILS 20.
Okay, traffic, Skymatix 206, Takeoff is runway 20. Skymatix 0355 on the Rosa 2 uniform approach.
Hendrik?
Yeah?
The rain started at 10,000 feet.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm at 280 and it's raining cats and dogs. I'm not sure why that's using active sky.
traffic, Ryanair 5 Hotel Delta, LEJR on Horizon, 0,
Gents, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You guys all right on your side?
Yep, it just landed.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Morning, Rob. I noticed you joined us. Good morning.
Jerez traffic, Skymatix 04, runway vacated.
Flight level 100, landing lights switches on. Approaching transition. Transition level. Ready for approach checklist. Approach checklist. Altimeters.
That's interesting. I got the asynchronous error on the throttles there. That's blooming nice. Only the one rolled back.
QNH 1021 set. Altitude passing 5,864 now. Approach checklist complete.
PXL, good morning. Antonio, I'm slowing down a little bit because I see we are about 5 miles apart from each other. So I'm starting my slowdown already.
Okay, I will keep 180 knots until 6 miles.
Welcome to Celeste.
Yeah, PXL, it's a dream come true for us. I promise you, we like it. It's a great experience for us. That's not going to work anymore. It's already captured, so we have to go manual.
Skymatix 078, vacated the runway.
Flaps 5 set.
My goodness. Look at that.
Thousand to level off.
Jerez traffic, Skymatix 078, taxiing to the gate.
Radio altimeter.
Right, I'm going minimum approach speed, Antonio, because I see I'm catching up to you fast, eh?
Flaps 30 set. Ready
Yeah,
for
we
landing
in this
checklist.
cloud, eh? It's crazy.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Right, speed brake, flaps, landing gear, cabin, lights is Linda's problem. Looks like frequencies, minima courses, all those things are set. We're on the ILS, so happiness is. Right, minimum will go around is 3,000. There we go. Hope I'm going to be able to see the ground soon. I mean, that's not really helpful if it's white out in front of you.
It's looking terrible.
Yeah. Oh, YouTube just gave me a notice. Ads is going to start. I just cancelled it. Can you imagine running an ad and everybody misses the landing? No man, that's bad timing. By the way, speaking of it, they are getting more and more aggressive with their advertising and giving us more and more control over it, guys. So it's not me deciding when to run it. Like this, obviously I have the ability to cancel it because they warned me. But I mean, they adamant. They want to push many more adverts into the stream when we do it. It's really annoying.
300, approaching decision height. Minimums 200.
Skymatix 001, clear for landing.
100.
There you.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use. Yeah. Great landing. You are professional.
Thank you, Linda. Thanks, Rob. I was trying to drift a little bit more towards the center line, but ran out of altitude there.
100 remaining.
Jerez, traffic Skymatix 001, runway vacated. Thanks, Geert. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure. After landing procedure complete.
Look at all that, the lighting. It is so meshed up now. Wow. Yeah, one would think they don't have money, you know, the way that they pushing all the ads and stuff. You know, obviously, if I were to let it run, I'm getting an income from it, okay? As little as it might be, it's still a few cents here and there. But, I mean, one of the reasons I got a PVR decoder many years ago for TV was to get rid of the ads, you know, and things like that. We all have some or other way to bypass the ads, and it's a pity because something that could be actually useful to someone is actually being painful right now. It's weird. It's weird, man. Look at all those Dixes, my goodness. Yeah, no, the money makes the world go round.
0355, established ILS, 6 miles out.
I'm just glad they give me an option at this time where I can just block it. I mean, if they asked me half an hour ago when we were doing nothing, I don't mind, you know, so what? But while I'm busy doing something of significance, you know, I'm just glad they give me the ability to kill it. The funny thing is, there isn't a button that says, click here, then we play a quick ad. You know, I don't have control over it. They just decide, now's the time. It's funny, if they gave me a button that said, press here to play an ad, you know, I could warn you, guys, go to the loo quickly or take a smoke break to play a few ads, but they don't, so... I think I'm gonna go to the left there.
You have to run after landing, Nico, so you have to take a picture quickly.
No problem. I'm actually gonna go a little bit more forward just to leave room for other guys. Yeah, I need to take my daughter to a birthday party, so I can't stick around too long either. So, funny how things work out, but we'll do our best, Hendrik.
Yeah.
Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Doesn't that look nice? Look at that. So good. Right, Hendrik is the last guy to land. So.
Shutdown procedure complete. Ready for shutdown checklist.
Nice, nice, JP.
They wanted to contact tower in the middle of landing. Come on.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
Tower is just too late. Missed all the fun.
Yep.
Vacated runway, Skymatix 0355.
Wonderful. Okay, there's no more, no other pilots in the air. We're done. So, Hendrik, if you can just come here for the screenshot, that's fine. We lost Antonio already, but
Yeah, pushing it.
yeah.
Yeah, I made place for other people. I thought there were many other.
No
coming,
problem.
yeah.
No problem. I actually took a photo as Hendrik was landing when you were still online, so we can always refer back to that if we really have to.
We have the proof.
Yes.
Antonio.
Yep.
Thank you very much for your work. It's very convenient. It did save time, so it's a very nice thing to use.
Thank you. Thank you.
Darcy, no. We're all here. Thank you everybody for flying, and thank you everybody for watching. And I'll speak a little bit to Zibo about this setting now, because I mean, like you saw there, I got a mismatch, so maybe he needs to tune it a little finer or something. I don't know, but interesting days. We'll use that setting for a few days, just make sure I'm comfortable with it. Otherwise, I'll switch it off. You know, one of those things. Maybe it's not for me. But thank you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed Saturday, and we'll see you guys tomorrow sometime if everything goes well.
Thank you, Nick. The same to you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.